Hey, 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 everybody. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher, coming to you here tonight with some entertainment news. Um, I just feel like every couple of months or once a month, it's like someone from my childhood, even though I didn't know them personally, has passed away. And so, like, this past weekend, it's three people, three different people. Um, I think last month was it Malcolm Zamora Warner? No, last time was D'Angelo. Before that was Malcolm Jamal Warner. And then one another one I took hard was I can't think of his name, but he played Candyman. I took that one hard. Um James Earl Jones, even though he was like 90 something. Quincy Jones, like soundtrack of my childhood. And this this like and all of this didn't even happen like the same day. Like I want to say Anthony Geary, who played Luke from General Hospital, I want to say he was Saturday, I think. I could be wrong. Carlton was Sunday. And I'm not quite sure on the timeline, but it looks like Rob Reiner and his wife may have been killed Saturday night, which is the 13th, but they found them on Sunday. So it's just like, hey, Lindsay, hey, Angela. Ooh, you telling me a lot going on. Um, and then there was another star, forgot his name, Peter, what is his name? Peter something. He was in The Mask and he was also in, um, was he in Jackie Chan? And was he in Rush Hour? They found him face flat. Name is Peter something. Peter Green. Yeah, Peter Green. Greene. 60. He was 60. They found him face down. Someone cut him. And they found a note said something about a street gang next to him. He has a son, so rest in peace to him. Um, then um, then I heard about Rob Reiner. At first, when I heard they said, "Oh, a man and woman been found dead at Rob Reiner's house," I'm thinking like, okay, did one of their guests die, or did someone, you know, break into their house and they shot someone? And it was like, no, it was them. And as of today, what I found out was their daughter, Rory Reiner, found them dead. And then she called the police and she said, I guess when they were listening for the suspects, like, hey, who do you think could have done this? She said, my brother. So she has two brothers. Um, Let me get the names straight. Because they have an older brother named Jake, but that wasn't the one she named. Um, Let me get it so I can tell y'all the right information. And let's see, son. And I'm sorry, I saw the son's picture, and he looks off. Girl, meathead is gone. Meathead is gone. And let me show y'all in case some of y'all like, well, who is she talking about? Who's Meathead? Okay, so there was this show, for those of you who don't know, go to Me TV or Nick at Night or TV Land, and there's a show called All in the Family, okay? And there was this character, there was Archie Bunker, Edith Bunker, and then there was Gloria Bunker, but then Gloria got married to a guy named Michael Stivic. But Archie never liked him, so he called him Meathead. even though they were both going to college. Um, but Michael Stivic and Gloria were both very liberal, and Archie was very conservative, but also very racist as well. So, so yeah, so that's his nickname on the show was Meathead. But later on, he became a very good director and producer. I think producer too. So his last project was Spinal Tap 40 years later, which I think they had a premiere or something back in September, which him and I think his wife and all the kids was at. But it looks like um, Rory, who was his daughter, found Rob Reiner and Michelle, that's her parents. And so she said, they asked, so like, who could be responsible for this? And she said, oh, my brother Nick. So for a brother named Nick. So Nick eventually they had a search warrant for him. And then they found him and they arrested him. So he is actually in custody. There's another brother named Jake, but it seems that they're on good terms with Jake. So it appears that the night before, that he had an argument with his parents. Now Nick has a history of drug abuse, and there's actually a movie which I believe Rob Reiner either produced or directed, which is kind of like based on Nick's life. It's called Being Charlie. So, but if you are wondering, like, what kind of movies did Rob Reiner direct? Because I'm trying to figure out which ones I'm gonna, just in his memory, what I'm going to watch. The Princess Bride, Stand By Me, This Is Spinal Tap, Misery, A Few Good Men. Oh, that's a good one. Flipped, When Harry Met Sally, The Bucket List. And actually, speaking of Harry Met Sally, Billy Crystal actually went by his house today. Once he found out the news, he went to Rob Reiner's house. Also, Larry David, who produced uh, the Seinfeld show, and Larry David also had his own show as well. Um, Let me see. Oh, Rob Reiner also um did a film called LBJ and a Bucket List. Oh, and the movie The American President. The American President is good too. So, um, I totally forgot he directed Misery. That's a good one right there too. It says Being Charlie, which is offers clues into Nick and Rob Reiner's relationship. I bet you they gonna probably look at that. And then like he stabbed his parents, so they must have been asleep. Or maybe in the midst of an argument. We'll find out more. Um, Rob Reiner was 78. His wife was 68. Son of filmmaker, Rob Reiner charged with homicide for death of his parents. Yeah. So to me, 78 is still too young. Still too young. Still too young. So I'll definitely keep y'all posted on the news on that. I'll probably create some type of link so I can follow that. I know when Gene Hackman and his wife passed away, I had like a little, do I still have that? I had like a little playlist that I had so I could keep up with all the news and everything. So apologies if I'm not looking. Do you know he was once married to Penny Marshall and once married? Yes, that's what I did hear, but it didn't last. But I think they still remain friends because I want to say, isn't Penny Marshall gay? Right? Or was? Because she passed away. Sorry, my dog is trying to get my. Boy, you always do this when I'm online. Yeah, they weren't married long either. Yeah. So definitely check out those movies. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. That is a horrible way. Oh my god! And you know what? This is not the only celebrity stabbing by by a son. There's this other. Oh, they shared a daughter. Really? Wait, is Rory there? So is Rory there? Oh, I'm so sorry. I did something wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry, Angela. I'm gonna have to go back in there and fix it. I don't know what I did. How can I undo this? Oh, they got all this new stuff on StreamYard, and I haven't been really on here doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm so sorry, Angela. I'm gonna go back and fix it. I gotta fix it when I'm not. It won't let me go back. Ah, I'll go have to go back after the video and fix it. Sorry, Angela. I didn't mean to do that. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, so um, okay, is Rory their daughter then? Because they just talked about three kids: Rory, Jake, and Nick. Jake is 34. I forgot how old this nigga is, and what's the name? 27. Maybe that's not their daughter. Maybe there's another kid. I don't know. So, but this is what really aggravates me. This is what I'm gonna get into a little bit about politics. I might end up taking this part out and making this whole separate video. Something is wrong with our president, which we already know there's something wrong with him. But usually when someone dies or when there's a tragedy that happens, daughter's name is Tracy. Oh, okay. So we should hear about Tracy soon. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Angela. Okay. All right. So, um, what was I about to say? I'm about to say something. Okay. So usually they come out and they say some reassuring words of encouragement, wisdom, whatever. Not whatever, but to reassure people or to help the people who are closest to them or how like how I'm feeling about you taught me how to do research. Oh, okay, thanks. I'm glad. It's great, Angela. So I'm like looking, our president is just ratchet. For those of you who don't know what ratchet means you just don't give IDGAF. You don't give a fuck. You really don't. You know better. You can do better, but you don't want to do it and you don't do it. And no one can tell you anything. Right? So I want to show you. By the way, there were other tragedies that happened this past weekend, and I'm not saying that these are more important, but it's just these I know have these three individuals. Their work has affected me in my childhood. So they bring back certain memories for me. So definitely rest in peace to the people who were I think it was called the Bondi um shooting in Australia, and then also the Brown University shooting. And I want to say last week, excuse me, there was a shooting in Tennessee, but also there was a black um male opera singer, Grammy nominated. I didn't know him personally, but they put it in. Kept seeing his name in the news. I want to say his name is Donald Sykes or Ronald Sykes. I'll get the information and I'll put it on my community wall. But his son was arrested for stabbing him, and I'm like, and then I hear about Rob Reiner and his wife dying, and they're stabbed by their son. I'm like, is this dude being a copycat? Did they know each other? Was this planned out like within 4 days of each other? Or is it just a coincidence? Like, you have a famous parent or a parent in the entertainment industry, and you decide to get a knife and go in there and stab 'em? Just just okay. Okay, just I'm gonna have to follow both. I'm gonna follow both cases because I need to know I need to know. You know me, I'm nosy. Okay, so this is Rob Reiner and his beautiful wife, Michelle Singer Reiner. And so this is what California Governor Gavin Newsom said about Rob Reiner. I just want y'all to read what he said. Okay, there's no all caps. There's empathy, sympathy. He talks about Rob Reiner's work, what it meant to him, what it meant to others, what contributions he did in society, also how he affected other things in society but outside of entertainment. This is on his I believe Twitter or probably Facebook, either one. Because they have they multiple places they um put posts. Okay. Just want you to see this is what, you know, politicians do or should do. They don't have to do this. And I always tell myself the things called rights and responsibilities. Rights are things or freedoms that you're born with. Responsibilities are things that either you have to do them because uh they're legally things that you're bound to do. And then there's other types of responsibilities that are like voluntary responsibilities. You do them because it's the good of society. So when someone dies of in the entertainment or the political field, usually the leader, whether it's the mayor, Harris County judge, the uh, governor, president, vice president, senator, or if it's of the state, they'll come out and may issue a statement saying something about the individual. That's really voluntary, but it's expected of them. Like it's an unofficial duty that you come out and say some words of encouragement or you say something nice about these people, right? That's what he's supposed. This is what I'm expecting from Governor Gavin Newsom. Now, this is also what former President Barack Obama also put. I'm going to show you what he put. His is a little bit shorter. Okay. All right. And I just want you to look at what he's saying about Rob Reiner and about his wife. Just just look at what he's saying. Really beautiful, right? Like that's what we should have had, right? Um, but but I guess because our president, or the U.S. president of the United States, the president of the United States, has his own platform. Besides, in addition to, excuse me, y'all, it's that time of the year with finals and grades are due. And I'm sorry for yawning. Um, on his Truth Social platform, I guess he must have more than 280 characters. Whatever how many characters the other platforms, their minimum or maximum, because he's over there writing whole essays. His was longer than Gavin Newsom. And I was just like, and I think he wrote it like in the middle. Was it? I think it may have been even in the middle of the night. And that's true. You're right, Angela. How do you make someone's death political? But he made it, and it's like, um, let me let me show y'all. Y'all get ready. Trigger warning, trigger warning. You see, y'all about to be triggered. I'm just letting you know right now. You about to be triggered. Okay. So where is it? Okay. Here is President Trump And actually, he made this 8:51 a.m. I guess my time, or maybe Central Standard Time, or it could be his time. Uh, in the morning, Monday morning, today, this morning. Y'all just read it. This man has died. He's in the entertainment industry. He's been on camera, behind the camera. He had different causes that he was supporting. Obviously, some that the president didn't like. Um, but the all caps of Trump derangement syndrome, and then say he was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump. How did you make this about you? These are two individuals who are victims of domestic violence. They were killed by their son. They still got two children out here that are left without parents and a brother that's in jail. You couldn't say something nice just because of them? Not even just considering the fans or other people in the industry who count as their friends or their colleagues, or maybe even your own potential voters who like you, but who also like Rob Reiner. Like, there are people who vote or not vote for several different reasons. This could be one of those reasons. You never know. This could be the straw that breaks the camel back on small. Like, you know what? I just can't take no more President Trump. He talking about Rob Reiner and his wife like this. I'm not voting for nobody or anyone associated with him. You don't know. You can't even be nice for self interest's sake. And I'm just like, Lord, did nobody proofread this? Like, and this is the thing. Politicians have speech writers, they have social media managers, they have people who could do this stuff for you. So I'm just like, did you just went to go do speech to text, text to speech to text, and this you wrote it on here? You didn't let nobody proofread this, let nobody, before you just say this in your drafts first, and then go back to like, why? Why? Sir, why? That's what I'm saying. He's ratchet. He knows better. Because I think he made a statement for Brown University. I think I gotta double check on that because you never know with him. He'll find some way to twist it. But it's just like y'all have people. As far as I'm concerned now, I feel like True Social is his auto pen. I don't know who's behind. I don't know who's behind that account. Okay, he keeps him on buying an auto pen, and people's out here signing stuff for him, and he know he was signing. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like these True Social posts are the same way. This is the thing. This is his personal account. This is not even his official White House account. The White House account is on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. They try to go on TikTok, but they got a laptop out there. Okay, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm just oh Lord. Can the election 2026 get here faster, please? I'm ready to vote. I'm ready to vote. Okay. Um, I wanted to also rest in peace to Anthony Geary. I was reading about him. He's old. I want to say he's a little bit older than Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner was 76. Anthony Geary, I want to say, yeah. Anthony Geary. Oh, so just a couple of years older. Was 78. He was actually, I believe, in the had some type of surgery or something like that, and he didn't. Something happened. Um, oh, I totally forgot Rick Springfield was on General Hospital, and John Stamos was on General Hospital. They said some very nice things about him. But Anthony Geary played Luke of Legal Laura, the fame on General Hospital for about 37 years. He retired in 2015 and then he came back and did like another some more episodes in 2017. He won 8 daytime Emmy Awards for that role. He also was in other movies too. Um, but he passed away in he was living in Amsterdam. Yeah. Oh, and Jeannie Francis, the one who played um Laura, she also came out and said she's really crushed that he has passed away. So she's taking it very hard too. Oh, I hope he didn't say nothing. I hope the president didn't say nothing about Anthony Geary. I just mm. Oh, something interesting I found out about him. His real name is not Anthony, it's Tony. But he started acting. He changed it to Anthony. So um oh I forgot. Emma Samms and Demi Moore were also on um General Hospital. I want to say he had some type of surgery, and I think it may have been I don't know. I'm reading somewhere a complication from surgery. Let me make sure I get the correct information to tell y'all. Yes, he says his death was the result of complications from a scheduled operation 3 days earlier, but they're not saying what the operation was. So he leaves behind his sister, brother, and his husband, Claudio. And him and Claudio, it seems they've been um looks like together for decades, like 30 something years. Uh uh but they got married in 2020. So um he says following his retirement from General Hospital in 2015, Gary lived exclusively in Amsterdam, a city he deeply loved and considered home. Oh, they had a cat too. Oh, this is what his husband said. It was a shock for me and our family and our friends for more than 30 years. Tony has been my friend, my companion, my husband. Oh, and so for the last 16 years, their family also included little Max, their beloved cat. Oh, they had a little cat. Oh, and the little cat probably thinking about where he is right now. This is a picture from Luke when Luke and Laura got married, and is still considered in history and gets in TV history the longest, the highest viewed uh episode in TV history. Is like they said 30 million people were watching. Elizabeth Taylor, who was a big General Hospital fan, she got to do a cameo in in that episode too. So, but definitely rest in peace, Anthony Geary. Um, I know one movie that I really liked him in. Yeah, I might consider it a cheesy movie. It's called Disorderlies with the Fat Boys, and Anthony Geary plays the nephew that's trying to get the uncle's money. He hires the disorderlies to be so bad taking care of him, the man dies, but he doesn't end up dying. So yeah, I might end up watching it just because I'm just feeling nostalgic. Hey, Christine. Right, Black Anonymous. Like when you like if you don't have anything to say, don't say nothing at all. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's ratchet. He's ratchet. What you mean, really, Kim? What did I say? Hello to anyone else I missed. I'm sorry. I'm just like reading the information about them. So last but certainly not least is Carlton, who by the way is uh uh was living in Houston, actually. Um but he would do R&B tours. So let me see, go back to um let's see. He was in Carlton. I want to say I think they may have all been around the same age. Actually, let's see. I want to say they may have all actually been around the same age. But Carlton did have a stroke a few years ago that he was recovering from. Oh, Carlton is actually the youngest one. He was 73. This is like the most recent picture of him. So like he will actually do like these like old school R&B tours. And so he was sing Bad Melodrama, Everlasting Love, probably some other songs too. Um, but if those of you don't can't remember, this is from his Bad Mama Jamma time period, which has been sampled also. Did y'all know that um, Michael Jackson's PYT samples Bad Mama Jamma? Did y'all know that? And I want to say, who else sampled Bad Mama Jamma? Was it Cisco or one of them rappers? Probably one of those mom. Hey, somebody tell me, did he also sing this other song called uh Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't rush to get old. Is that somebody else that sings that? Take your time. Oh, let me stop. Um oh, I didn't know Carlton had another name. Okay. So Carlton Hudgens II, which is his son. R.I.P. Dad, legend Carlton singing of She's a Bad Mama Jamma. Long, hard fight in life and you will be missed. According to Hudgens II in the Detroit Free Press, Carlton was 73 years old. Carlton's cause of death was not immediately released. Music news website Soul Tracks reported 6 years ago that the Detroit born artist was hospitalized after suffering a stroke. Yeah. Okay. He was born Carlton Hudgens. Didn't know that. Carlton started performing as Little Carl before he was a teenager, releasing tracks for Lando Records by 1964. Carlton, who would later move to Houston to pursue his music career, would go on to crack the Billboard 100 singles list several times. Carlton's Everlasting Love in 1974 was his highest charted hit, reaching number 6. For many, however, it is Carlton's 1981 song Bad Mama Jamma that lives on in their memories. It does for me. The Grammy nominated hit has been sampled by numerous artists, including Foxy Brown. I knew it. Das EFX, Khadija, Snoop Dogg, and more, according to the whosampled.com. You got to check that website out. and been featured on soundtracks of more than a dozen TV series and movies, including Abbott Elementary, East Enders, So You Think You Can Dance, Fat Albert, Undercover Brother, Friends, and more. On Sunday, R&B funk band Confunction mourned Carlton's death, saying on social media, "With heavy hearts, we mourn the passing of the legendary Carlton. His voice, talent, and contribution to soul and R&B music will forever be a part of our lives and the soundtrack of so many memories. Our deepest condolences to his and fans around the world. Rest in power, Carl. Your legacy lives on." That's very nice. Oh, no, that wasn't Carlton saying Mama used to say? Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Black Anonymous. But you see how the nice little thing they said about him? I kept wondering if his name was really Carl Carlton because I was like, really? But it says his real name was Carlton Hudgens. So, but born in Detroit, but moved to Houston. Because I want to say Houston did have a record company, and I forget the name of it because if you watch the movie Ray Charles came to Houston for to do some recordings and stuff, and I think that's where he met his wife. Because I remember his wife was in a gospel group or something like that. Unless I'm misremembering or something. So, but like I said, my inner child is like thinking about all the TV shows, watching it with my family, listen to a song on the radio, um, with my aunties, my great aunties, watching General Hospital, Luke and Laura. I didn't know it. I bet not be talking to a General Hospital either, you know? So, uh, definitely rest in peace, Carl Carlton, Anthony Geary, Rob Reiner, and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner. Um, I do hope, um, Lord, please bless their families, their friends, and their fans. Because for some people, Carl Carlton was part of the soundtrack of their childhood. He was part of mine. Um, Luke and Lord brings me back to my great aunt's couch and them all watching on TV, watching General Hospital. Or if I was sick at home, I'm in front of the TV with my soup, my ginger ale, my crackers, and I'm watching General Hospital. you know, um, watching All in the Family with with my family, or just watching reruns. If you ever want to look, TV Land, Nickelodeon, Nick at Night, Me TV channel, the Retro channel. Um, you can watch, old episodes of All in the Family, or watch something that he directed: Princess Bride, A Few Good Men, Misery. Um, his most recent one was like this year. This is Spinal Tap 40. I think that was a documentary. What's the other one? I think the LBJ movie. I actually assigned that in my class for a historical film paper. So, but thank you, Black Anonymous, Angela, Christine Parks, Lindsay. If there's anyone that I missed, please blame it on my head, not my heart. Um, y'all just keep these people and their family in prayers, and just listen to listen to Carl Carlton's song. Go find an old episode or movie that Anthony Geary was in. Let me see. Maybe I can find some other movies that Anthony Geary was in. Let me see. Anthony Geary. Like, I'm probably gonna find an episode of Disorderlies just because. or find an old episode on YouTube. Um, yeah. Let me see. It says he was in uh oh, okay, let me find it. Other movies that he was in. Discography. I mean uh what do you call it? Not discography. Filmography. Okay, Room 222, All in the Family. He was on an episode of All in the Family. Johnny Got His Gun, Bright Promise. Oh, he was on an episode of Mod Squad, The Partridge Family. Maddox, he was on an episode of Shaft, 1973. Oh, he was on The Young and the Restless, 1973. Doc Elliott, he was on 2 episodes of Marcus Welby, 4 episodes of The Streets of San Francisco. He was on the Wild World of Mystery. Oh, he was on 3 episodes of Barnaby Jones. Um, he did a lot of TV. Um, the longest one is General Hospital for 37 years. Well, he did it from 1978 to 1984, 1993 to 2015, and then he was a guest in 2017. Okay, what other things he's been on? Kicks, Hotel, You're the Jury, PI, Private Investigator. I told you, Disorderlies in 1987, Penitentiary 3. All right, 1987, Perry Mason movie, You Can't Hurry Love, Pastor Emily Takes Two, um, Dangerous Love, UHF with Will Vankovich, Nightlife, Do You Know the Muffin Man, High Desert Kill, Crack House. Okay, I do remember seeing him on some episodes of Murder She Wrote. Okay. Sunset Beat. Okay. Night of the Warrior, Scorchers, Whistle Soccer. He was on Roseanne? Oh, he was playing his Luke Spencer role. Okay. Burke's Law, Port Charles. That was the spinoff for General Hospital. Teacher's Pet, Carpool Guy, General Hospital, Night Shift. That was 2008. I guess it didn't do too well. Fish Tank, and then another show called Alice and the Monster. But he's been nominated a lot of times for daytime Emmys. He's won 8. General Hospital. So any of those movies. Thank y'all so much for listening to me this afternoon, this or tonight. And please like, share, subscribe. I probably divide up this video a little bit later on when I have more time. So count down to Christmas break, y'all. Christmas break. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.